understand that it's all the same thing. I had somebody comment on my video the other day saying that Ozempic and these weight loss drugs are trying to exterminate fat people. They want to get rid of us. And somebody commented and said, how dare you use the same language about this that is used about what's happening in the Middle East. It's all the same thing. And that isn't to obviously discount what's happening. It's really bad. Lots of stuff is really bad, and it all comes from the same place. It's all white supremacy. It's all heteronormativity and capitalism. It's all the same thing. Fatphobia is racism. Racism is classism. Classism is racism. The way that the modern world has been created is with capital and control as its guiding principles. So when they're trying to whittle down every single fat person, they're so excited that they found a drug that makes it so we don't exist anymore.
This right here is why people have fat fatigue, black fatigue, alphabet people fatigue, leftist fatigue, Democrat fatigue. This insanity. This insanity. This utter insanity. Get rid of you. This ain't you. It's like you're not. It's not Hitler, right? Trying to gas chamber you, right? It's you, other adults, willingly taking a drug to be skinnier. It's not getting rid of fat people. It's changing fat people into skinny people, into hopefully more healthier people. This is the thing where, I hope when people watch this video, they can understand this is why, okay? People are so tired of this victim narrative. Fat phobia, someone scared of fat people is like racism, right? The white man, white supremacy, right? Fat phobia, white supremacy, right? Everything is white supremacy, right? Like everything is white supremacy. Everything is about the white man, the patriarchy, all this other shit. This is the tiring shit right here, right? This is tiring. Like, stop it with the victim narrative. Stop it that oh my God, people are scared of you, right? What is it? Homophobia, fat phobia, all these fucking phobia. Yes, people are so scared of you. You're so scary. This is why, right? This is why people are tired. It's like what is it? Crying wolf. For everything, right? I'm sorry, but this affects. It's like a cascading effect. Things with racism, crying wolf. Things with women Me Too shit, crying wolf. And I'm not saying that those aren't bad things, but this is the thing. We have went to a point where pretty much everything you blame on racism, fat phobia, gay homophobia, masculine talk. It's like all these masculine toxicity, patriarchy. It's like people are tired. This is tiring, really. And honestly, it shows how mentally unstable our country is, particularly the left.
This is what I'm eating for lunch.
This is what I'm eating. 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 This is what I'm eating.
I see some comments saying, you know what, it's their body, right? Whatever they want, let them do it. And I agree. I agree that we're all adults, right? Whatever we want to do to ourselves, right? That don't hurt other people. Go for it, right? I don't give a shit. Neither should you, okay? If people want to live an unhealthy life, however they want to live, right? And they don't harm others, go for it. But what I do say, okay? It's how you try to affect the world. So what I mean is that a lot of people like this, fat people in particular, but I think this is a lot of people like trans, different races, whatever, okay? I think there's a lot of marginalized groups who do this. That they expect the world to conform to them. What do I mean by that? Is that I've seen videos, I don't know about you guys, but I've seen videos on my FYP of like, let's say fat people going on a plane and saying like, the seat should be bigger for me. Going on like, I don't know, Disney ride saying, oh, the seat should be bigger for me. Or I don't know, going into a bathroom saying the bathroom should be bigger for me. It's like, these are all public things, right? Public spaces, public, things. So no, it's geared to, honestly, the majority, not the minority. But that's what I'm saying. The issue is that a lot of these people, you see like, let's say, even the trans thing where, oh, you have to, okay, use correct pronouns. You have, it's like, no, you can do what you want, okay, as long as it doesn't affect other people. But that right there, you are trying to affect other people. Say what I want you to say. Create spaces how I want it to be, you to create it. And that is usually the problem. That is why when people talk about, I don't know, fat people or whatever, is that, the issues that they're saying, oh, you need to eat better and stuff, because you're not keeping it in your own home. Right? You're bringing it out to the world. You're trying to affect other people, like fatphobic, homophobic. No one's scared of anybody, really. Especially not any of these people, because they're not scary. They're not. I don't know anybody that fears a fat person or fears a gay person. I don't know anybody does. But I believe a lot of times they try to stuff it, right? However they feel down your throat. Like I said, how they want to, oh, the world is unfair to me. The world needs to change for me. You whatever. It's like, no, the world doesn't. What if you want to complain? If you feel the need to complain, then you need to conform to the world. This is how it is. And specifically, let's say the fat thing, you are already unhealthy, and now you're complaining that the world doesn't conform to you. No, you need to conform to a more healthy lifestyle. Now, like I said, you can do whatever you want, but it's the problem is the complaints, right? You're constantly complaining. Well, change up then.
I hate when people talk about black women being obese. I hate it because it becomes a way to blame us for a set of conditions that we didn't create. We are living in the Trump era. And look, those policies kill our people. And what public health practitioners think is that our stress responses in the body change our metabolism. It's literally that the racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
This is the problem when women lack accountability. You blame everyone but yourself. This is a thing where, vegetable seeds are cheap. You can grow your own shit. You can have a little pot. This is a thing where I hate this thing where modern day racism is so stupid and delusional. It's just now you're blaming everyone for your problems but yourself. You blame everyone for making you fat instead of, you choosing to eat how you eat. You choosing to be inactive. This is the thing where I don't blame others for how I look. I don't blame others for my inactions. I don't blame others for my problems. To blame Trump, that's an old clip too, but to blame Trump, what policies are killing you? To blame to blame stress factors of the world making you fat. No, your laziness, your inactive tendencies, your ability to not take accountability, your ability to not recognize if you're fat, you're fat. This is the thing where I'm not criticizing being fat. If you are, you are. It is what it is. Just stop blaming others for it. I recognize I'm not skinny, but I ain't gonna blame no one for my choices in life. This is why I hate it when women in particular say men hate women. When what a lot of men do, I'm not saying all, only hold women accountable. You are 100% accountable for the actions and words you say and do. That fat woman is 100% responsible for her becoming fat. And this is the problem where we want to make excuses, and this is why America is, I believe, the most obese nation in the world. Because we want to make excuses. We want to make fat acceptable. We want to make being fat the problem of the world, not your own problem. It's absolutely ridiculous. I find this funny. Now, this thing one of them is telling you to do 50-50, okay? Equality with men. But this is the thing where I find feminism promote women to be insufferable, to be annoying, to be absolutely heinous human beings to others. So you could just hate each other, right? Just hate each other. Like, not be people that, you can cooperate, where you're good to each other, where you treat people with with an equal mindset. No, it's just insufferable human beings. I always find this one funny. The whole trans woman thing. So you support men. You're literally supporting men. Just men trying to fake women. Just support men, trying to be women. I find it funny that how's that even supporting women? Oh, I mean, it's not promoting you to go against other kind of patriarchal ideology. Like I said, do 50-50, so don't make a man pay. Don't accept gentleman behavior. That is part of the patriarchy. Push women to go into fields that are predominantly men, right? Construction work. I don't know why women aren't pushing other women to build their own homes, right? Build their own homes. That's really the thing. Is like, why aren't you pushing women to, fight the patriarchy? Don't do gender norm shit, right? Go build your own home. Go, protect your own streets. Don't accept don't accept gentleman behavior, right? Because that's making you think men think you weaker. right? You're less than. Don't accept any gender norms at all. Okay? No 50-50, none of that shit, right? Don't want any man to provide for you, right? I don't see women really supporting that shit. I don't know. This is why, the whole slide is like annoying. If you want to check it out, you could just go to it. It's just, surely this is tiring. It's really tiring. It's like, I honestly believe feminism is the root of all, if not most of the problems we have in life. Most of the problems women have in life. Because it's making them insufferable human beings. It really is. Vapid. They're making them tedious, annoying to be around, just making them horrible human beings. It really is. And in all honesty, it's turning them into people that they themselves hate. Okay? They're, emotional, violent, just absolute evil people, in my honest opinion. Right? It just makes them narrow-minded, just hateful. I mean, I don't know. Pretty much every woman that actually is a feminist, they are insufferable. They are really just hateful human beings. I think they believe more in oppression than equality. If you hear a lot of things they say. They believe in more oppression. They believe in more about forcing views down your throat. Forcing whatever they believe down your throat. So, not tolerance, not love, not equality. No. So, whatever.
I think we should abolish jail and we should allow all the violent immigrants and, yes.
We should allow them to what?
Stay here.
Okay. Do you think that we could abolish jails, get all the violent immigrants, your words, and all the violent felons in jail? Could we put them here at USF on campus?
Yes, and I'll hang out with them.
You'll hang out with them?
Mm-hmm.
People give people labels all the time, and
No, they named themselves, like they named their own gang MS-13.
yeah, but you're saying violent, which I understand, but gangs are there for a reason. Gangs are there for community, and they're there because, listen, gangs are formed for a community. They're formed because they're lacking something, and that they
Cartels and trafficking and trafficking and gang.
No, that's a byproduct of human evil. That's not what gangs. I'm saying gangs in general, not MS-13.
But you're okay with American citizens going to jail for committing crimes, but you're telling me that when someone that's not an American citizen comes over and commits a crime, they should be allowed to stay.
They should be able to go to American jail.
So you want them to be housed in American jail?
I get a lot of hate, okay, particularly by women, saying my page is all about hating women. And believe what you want to believe, right? Believe what you want to believe. I particularly don't hate women, okay? Because I know some women in my life that are amazing, mad intelligent. I sometimes even go to some of these women that I know for advice or for a different perspective because I trust their logic. I trust their opinion. I trust their judgment. But it's like the internet women. I just like. It's that, this is the thing where I want to point out that this right here is why, okay, we have issues. You wonder why, we weren't all that desiring for a female president. You wonder why we don't really stand behind the Democrat Party when honestly, I mean, we want to believe that the Democrat Party, the left side, actually care for people. But the more we look at them, the more we hear them, they don't care for people. They're just stupid. That's like, are you just stupid? I'm like, I don't understand. I don't understand the stupidity. I think social media has killed the left. I think social media has honestly killed the Democrat Party, killed women's movement. Because honestly, get off of social media. Get off of social media. Because honestly, you just make yourself look stupid and sound stupid. You don't help your cause. It's like, I cannot believe anybody who's on the left, who's a Democrat, who's a woman, okay, could honestly support anyone on that other side. I'm not saying that, Republicans or the right is great, but let's be honest. We knew how it was, right? They weren't on necessarily a more high ground. They don't claim to be, let's say, I don't know, for race, they don't necessarily claim to be on what the Democrats claim they are. But the Democrats just prove it all the time. That honestly, they're just terrible people. They're stupid people. It's like, I swear, the left people complain that Donald Trump is stupid, but seriously, is that smarter? Does that make, I swear, I don't know. That doesn't look, that seems extremely stupid. I'm just shit like that definitely can make you speechless. Okay, I mean, God, and I gotta say, I was a Democrat right when I was younger, but as I get older, I found because of social media, which, like I said, that's why I think they should get off of social media. The left seems so out of touch, right? So out of touch. The left seems like they care about nobody. They don't care about nobody. They just care about pushing an ideology. That's it. They don't give a shit about anybody. Because in that video, you literally don't care about the victims, right? The victims of these gangs. You don't care about the American people, the ones that have to like be taxed, right, to support our prison system. You don't care. This is the thing why I don't. This is why I changed, right? From I don't even necessarily call myself a Republican, but I'm definitely not a Democrat. Because honestly, I don't care about being around a bunch of hypocrites, being around of just people that just want to push an ideology.
Mile 1, mile 2, mile 3, mile 4, mile 5, halfway done. Let's finish her up. Mile 6, mile 7, 8 miles, mile 9, 1 to go. And mile 10. Let's go.
Listen, if you're big and you're on a weight loss journey or you're trying to get in shape, I support you to the moon and back. Let me get that straight right now. I support you. I don't want you getting discouraged at all. And for the people who try to discourage you, fuck. But listen, that is cap. That is big cap. You telling me you ran 10 miles and you didn't break a sweat, not a single sweat?
Now, preference, I'm in a sweatsuit, right? I'm in a sweatsuit, but I only walked half a mile. Half a mile. I think I'm getting to the 1 mile stretch. So, I'm gonna preference that. I'm in a sweatsuit, already walked about a mile. This is the thing where I'm glistening. I'm glistening, right? I'm shining. This is the thing where I think a lot of people are going about this wrong. I think a lot of people are just doing it for the gram, right? Doing it for the social media shit. This is the problem where we are doing shit just for validation, right? People like this, they want to get skinny or whatever, just for the validation, right? Just for the, it's the dopamine effect of like, oh, you go girl, I believe in you, you know, you can do it. It's just, I'm following you, so see, I can see your journey, but you know what, they really don't change. And they put so little effort in, but you know what, it's the dopamine effect, right? The validation, the thing that, oh, people love it, right? People are giving me validation, it's like drug. And when actually that, we should be doing this for ourselves, right? Get healthy for yourself, get in the best shape you can get. Not, doesn't mean that you have to be super skinny or jacked or whatever, but do it for yourself. Get into, go exercise for yourself, for your health, for your mindset, just for you to feel good. Not even for you to get skinny, but just do it for yourself. This is the problem where we just, again, social media is effing up our brains. We're doing everything and anything just for social media validation. But I get it, validation is nice, but it's when we are just doing it just for the hell of it. And we're becoming like less grounded. You know, it's like, why even try to go on your, your health journey when you're only doing it for the validation, but not really for your health, not really for yourself. You're doing it just to get the validation. I think that's a poor mindset, right? So I hope more people are just doing it, right, for themselves. Get better for yourself. Not get better so, that stranger over the screen can, cheer you on. No, just do it because it makes you feel good, and it's good for your future, it's good for your body, it's good for your health, it's good for your mindset. It's the validation online that is, getting a bit much. That's why, like, I've come to a point where I don't really care about getting big or even gaining followers. To be honest, I do these videos as a form of therapy. I just like to, instead of going home and just talking to myself, I'm talking to a screen, right? I'm just talking to maybe that one person that may watch my video or not, right? Just the hell of it, right? It's like a therapy thing. So I don't really care, right? If anyone watches it or if anyone follows me, it's not about the validation. This is about, more about myself. And we need more people to think like that. But we have so many people looking for the clout, looking for the validation, and it's unhealthy.
If you're starting a wellness journey, let me warn you, okay? Your confidence, she's gonna skyrocket, okay? Because I am feeling myself right now. Look at the back of my shirt. My back's out. These pants that I could have been into months ago, they fit me like a glove. Oh, take the camera away from me, or down. I'm feeling myself right now. I'm feeling myself. So, beware, because you will be doing the same thing too, girl. If you're starting...
I want to say this. I'm not going to... Don't perceive it as me being mean or anything. Because I'm not even really talking about her looks, right? There's a couple things I do want to say. Amazing that she's getting so much support, right? The sisterhood, it does some things, right? So it's good that, you support each other, you're there for each other. At least online. But what I do want to say, okay, is that I believe that we are doing more harm than good. Personal opinion. Is that I'm seeing this more and more, where we are making people egotistical, narcissistic in a way. Where, I get it, you want to say you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're amazing, all this stuff. Yet, I'm not saying her in particular. I'm saying that we are all average nothing special. I mean, it's great that you want to, give people confidence and stuff. It's cool and all, but a lot of us are average. Some even a bit below average. But we were getting, and I'm just looking at this in the lens of the dating scene. Okay, so again, like I said, I'm not really her, just in general, that we have so many average women having such a huge ego, right? Thanks to the validations, thanks to all this stuff, right? So now we have women who are average, some even below average, now view men who are at their attraction level as ugly, right? The whole chop man thing. And this is the thing I'm talking about, where we are making women, average women in particular, egotistical, narcissistic, thinking that there's something that we're adding to their delusions, which I think that's harmful. I get it. Women think, oh, high confidence is great. Is it? A bunch of women don't like cocky men, right? And this is the part where you're cocky, you're narcissistic, you're egotistical, you're delusional. So, the whole chop man era, oh my God, there's so many gorgeous women with ugly men. Are they? Or are they just average people with average people? And you, as a woman, are blinded by that averageness when it comes to women. Because I'm going to talk about that too. You're blinded by the averageness that comes with women. So you call women like that beautiful, gorgeous, you look so good. Really? And yet, here's the thing I really want to talk about. A man of her equal attraction level, you will call him ugly. Women will call out those men. You're losers, you're ugly, you're creepy. So that's the hypocrisy I also want to point out. Is that a man of whatever attraction level, you will be more harsh with his attraction, right? While a woman of whatever attraction level, she will be more validating, more accommodating, more, you will uplift a woman at whatever attraction level she is, which is fine, right? I said it's cool that women want to uplift other women, yet men are seeing this hypocrisy, men are seeing this delusion, men are seeing that that really doesn't make sense, and that, in a sense, you're lying to people, you're lying to other women, you're deluding other women purposely, because if a man is looking like that, a man that looks like that, you will point out his low attraction level. Okay, a woman that looks like that, you top her up, you validate her. A lot of men see that the hypocrisy. So that's why a lot of men, again, they don't have a whole lot of trust when women say, oh, I see so many beautiful, gorgeous women, tens, goddesses, with so many ugly men. Do you really? Or, like I said, you see men and women with relatively, equal levels of attraction, yet you're just, I don't know, rose-colored glasses or blinders on, where you see the woman as gorgeous because she's a woman, yet you are so critical of a man because he's a man. That's what I wanted to talk about, because this is something that a lot of women don't understand, right? Because when you look at it through the lens of the dating scene, women complain, oh my God, so many ugly men are coming up to me. Really? Are they ugly, or are they just at your level? But because you have overinflated egos, right? You think you're better than you actually are. I mean, I'm not talking about personality. I'm not talking about who you are inside. I'm just talking about pure physical. You are attracting what you are.
If Trump were on these files, wouldn't the Biden administration have released them?
No.
Why not?
They were. There were reasons that they were being held back, that they didn't have access to get them released.
Well, what do you think those reasons were, just out of curiosity?
Yeah. We're done here. We're done.
One thing I'm worried about with our American people is that I think so many people lack critical thinking. Now, I'm not saying that we should like any particular party, right? Should we like Trump? Should we have like Kamala? All that shit. No. I think critical thinking is so important, where we gotta process things instead of saying, oh my God, I hate him. Why? Do people not ever say why, or understand what made me hate this person? Not just because someone told you to hate this person, not just because someone told you this is what you should hate. It's actually, why? Okay? I think it's like we've lost the desire for curiosity, right? We're just following people like sheeps. We're following people, presidents, parties like sheep, right? I don't care if you like the right, the left, whatever, blue, red, I don't know, men, women, white, black, I don't give a shit. The problem I find that's hurting the most is that we as people lack critical thinking, lack curiosity, lack the desire to wonder why, lack the need for more information. This is the thing where I don't like Trump like that. I mean, but comparative Trump to Kamala, I chose Trump. Because I felt like he had more action. There's more to him behind him. Kamala, nothing about her interested me. Nothing. She 100% felt like a puppet. But this is the thing, regardless, okay? I don't agree with the man. I don't agree with the man on a lot of things and how he's going about things. But that don't matter. It's the thing where you gotta do critical thinking. You gotta do pros and cons. But I think so many people just want to hate people just because. Like, I just hate this person. I just hate Trump for him being racist, sexist, all these things. But why? I mean, show me. Have you gotten proof? Have you gotten, just things to back up what you believe in? I feel like a lot of times we just believe things just to believe it. No proof whatsoever. I don't know. I think we as people are more stupid than ever before. We are complete and utter sheeps, right? And as I said, right, even the things with Trump, I don't agree with, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't agree with anybody. No celebrity, no politician, no, I don't know, mentor, whatever. You shouldn't agree with anyone 100%. You should take in the information that you get and process it yourself and apply it how you see fit. We are so many people are sheeps.
Excuse my language, but to that I say fuck ICE and fuck the Trump administration.
And this is why college is useless. So go to college, get a useless degree, and then get indoctrinated with leftist ideology, woke ideology. You come at it, right? Insulting your president, downgrading, insulting, degrading, insulting officers that are implementing immigration laws. This is why the younger generation are getting poisoned. They are being poisoned with leftist ideology. I swear, what are they going? This is why I don't give a shit about get rid of student debt. No, these are stupid kids that get useless degrees, go to college to party, go to college to protest useless shit, and then become woke, become leftist Democrat fools that don't think for themselves. You come out of it not think about, let me become a productive adult. Let me become an adult that can make changes, that can affect whatever system that if I disagree with something, let me use my action to affect it. No, let me get woke and then just spew shit against the president and I don't know, people who are doing their jobs. This is, and as an Asian woman, as an Asian girl, you are stupid. Literally. I said this before, where we have an Asian generation that are being poisoned, okay, by leftist and democratic ideology. They're destroying Asian values. Family, being a good citizen, being a productive citizen, being a law-abiding citizen, caring about your community, caring about right and wrong. Yes, it seems sad that, people are getting deported, but guess what? They did things illegally. All you gotta do now is get back in line. That is it, get back in line. Try again. But no, ICE for deporting illegal immigrants. Damn you. Damn you, President Trump, for, thinking about America first. I swear, it's like, this is why most people, when they're young, they're Democrat and leftist because they think that, they have this wonderful ideology, which is kind of fake, about the world and I'm trying to change. But then you realize that, what? The left, Democrats, they're a bunch of hypocrites. They're delusionals. They're just as bad as what you think you're fighting against. And then you realize, that party is a really shitty party. And that's why most, as they get older, they change their views about that. I just find people like this stupid.
Why have you been through so many security guards? Like, what is the conversation? Like, it shouldn't work for you no more, it's too much.
Well, no one quits. No security guards ever quit on me, but...
Oh, you fired them?
Yeah, it's just like...
Black and lazy?
Of course not.
Damn.
Of course not.
That is the whole neon streamer and the whole Breakfast Club craziness. I could be talking about that, but I want to focus more on what she said, okay? That is why, in my personal opinion, why whole black fatigue has popped up, right? It came to be. Is because everything and anything has to be pushed towards a more racial lens, because they're trying to bait you. They're trying to make it racist. Whatever argument, viewpoint, whatever, okay? Anything and everything has to be pushed towards a more racial lens. It's not because, maybe you're a shitty person, maybe you're just a terrible person, maybe in this case, maybe, you know what, you're just not fit for the job, maybe whatever, it don't matter. But no, it has to be, it's not because of you're a good or bad person or whatever. It's because you are black. That's always it, right? That's why people are just tired of it. It can't be any other reason. It just can't be any other reason. It just can't be any kind of, I don't know, whatever you want to say. It has to be because you're black. It has to be because you're racist. And that is why it's tiring. That's why it's tiring. Why can't, why can't just two people hate each other, right? Just because they hate each other. No, you hate him because he's black. This is because it's black. That because it's black. It's just, that is the tiring. And in my personal opinion, I didn't see the whole thing. I only saw clips, so maybe I'm wrong. But I mean, the whole thing was just race baiting, and it's just like victimizing. It's like, you're, and he's 20. I believe that they were angry because of, I don't know, some maybe questionable things he did when he was like in his mid-teens. I mean, there's not an excuse, but it's like, what happened to the young and stupid thing, right? That these leftists always kind of do, the underdevelopedness. Oh, that don't matter, right? When if it's like you're offended. It's just, it really is just, that is what makes it tiring. It's the need to be victims, right? It's the desire, it's the push to be victim. The victim mentality is tiring, and it's sad that that's what, you know, is pushing the ideal of, that's the image of modern day black people, victims, always victims, and it's tiring. Okay, people are tired of hearing you're always a victim. For what? I mean, why you're a victim? I mean, that's the thing where why people are just not on board with it, right? You always have to make things a race issue, just so you can be a victim.
So my boys are actually not wearing girl clothes. They are just wearing clothes, and whatever makes them happy, they can wear.
Now, I'm just using that as an example, okay? So it's not really about the dress or whatever. This is a kind of a conspiracy theory I have. That I believe a lot of women who are secretly man haters, they're feminists, get with a weak man, whatever, usually leave that man, right, a single mother, and then if they have a son, because they have such disdain for men in general, they try to effeminate that man, make him more feminine in nature, right, mindset and energy and just personality and traits, just very feminine in, you know, like I said, mindset and how you go about life, calling yourself beautiful instead of handsome. It's like, and again, it's not necessarily the dress, which the dress is like already very feminine in nature, but it's trying to push towards a more feminine feel for a kid, where you're not letting, because I honestly believe naturally a lot of, and it's not always, but I mean a lot of boys will exude a more masculine energy, you know, be more rough, tough, you know, play around more. It's not, but you know, even though, right, we don't need to restrict children. I believe women actively, in my personal opinion, actively push children, i.e. boys, to be more feminine, to be more in tune with their emotions, be more emotional, you know, so and I believe that has become a detriment. So controversial, right? I think you're seeing that how a lot of men are transitioning to be more women. You see women complain about it, like they say, oh, there's no masculine men anymore, and all this, you know, bull crap and stuff like that. But it's just, I believe that I just did a video of a gender reveal of a woman upset that she's getting a son, really upset. She's extremely upset, and that led me to thinking that yes, I think a lot of women are like that. They don't like men. They don't like men. Not like they hate their sons, but they don't like men. So secretly, subconsciously, deep down, they are raising their sons to not be a man in a way. They actively try to make him more feminine in nature. So I think that we are seeing a new generation of men where, you know, they're not successful in life, or they're not adapting well in life. They're very emotional men, very emotional. They can't control themselves. They can't control their emotions. Because this is the thing where I believe one of the traits of being a man is controlling your emotions. Stoicism, right? Is to control your emotions, because men know that being overly emotional is one very dangerous, and honestly, being emotional is it's chaotic and you can't control it, right? We've seen it with women. Being emotional is not being overly emotional is not a healthy thing, because it can lead to very, you know, violent situations, or just bad situations. Being emotional, overly emotional, isn't a good thing. Being logical is better. Controlling emotions is better than being overly emotional, especially for men have the disposition or the ability of strength. So it's not a good thing.